Hello, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma, where we specialize in residential investment property in the Oklahoma City and Tulsa market. Well, I'm going to talk about interest rates again. Every month that I do videos, I talk about interest rates, and they are volatile at this point. Now, why are they volatile? Well, first of all, some of it's based on real numbers and data, but also some of it's based on what's going to happen if something happens. And so the market gets a little jittery. Now in September, things were looking really good. Jerome Powell and the Fed lowered rates dramatically, 50 basis points. And that brought rates down quite a bit. But then something happened. All of a sudden, two things happened. The economy looked too strong. Now I know the economy's not strong for everybody. This isn't political. It's just that the general way that it's measured was strong. And then the next thing that happened is inflation, which was down to 2.4% and about 2.1%, taking out the volatility of food and energy, looked like that, okay, we're going to get more reductions. And we did get a reduction in November, but all it did, because of what we were seeing in the market, is stabilize it. It didn't drop it. And remember, rates had gone up almost a percentage point from September to October. So November stabilized it. Well, okay, we have December coming up, and we thought, we're going to get another reduction from the Fed. Well, hold on just a little bit, because the economy, again, the numbers are looking really strong. Number two, inflation was too high, 2.6% instead of 2.4%. And then Jerome Powell, and believe me, whatever he says affects markets, said that, I don't think we're in any hurry, so there may not be a reduction in December. Now that's part of it. Now the next part is politics, I guess, in a way, or policy. So we now have an incoming president that wants to do two things. He wants to do mass deportation, and he also wants to do tariffs. Now, if you understand what tariffs are, they are not foreign governments paying for these things. It's the importers that pay for these things. And then on top of that, what that does is cost you more money. So when you buy all this food that you think is from the United States, it's really from Mexico, what if it's 20% higher? Or if you get appliances from China, which typically you do because that's where they're manufactured, then all of a sudden you may have a 60% increase. And so what happens is inflation is a real problem at that point, because food and energy, remember those things, number one, and then the cost of building or the cost of appliances, the cost of remodeling, any of those things. And so it's kind of, will he actually do these things or not? We won't know until next year. But what it does is the market would rather put in the numbers for insecurity, which means rates don't go down or they possibly go up. That is where we are right now. Now, we'll have to see what the numbers come in, because today that I'm doing this video, they looked a little bit better. Didn't mean that rates got any much better, about 1/8 of a point, but at least that was some good news. So we're gonna have to see what goes on in this particular respect. And until President Trump takes office, we're not gonna know about the deportations and how that can affect labor. Remember who picks the food? Remember who builds the houses, who does the cleaning, who does the roofs and the landscaping? We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with tariffs. Maybe it won't be so bad, but that's what the market is looking at. This is what's affecting rates today.